Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is Wednesday Weekly Gold episode 44. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so for today we are going to be breaking down the Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling. Okay, so the Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling is a fairly easy battle pet in order to craft. This is an actual really good thing to actually craft with your engineering profession, as you will obviously need engineering to craft this battle pet. But once you actually have this, this is fairly cost effective to actually make and sell on the auction house, as the Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling has a very big sell rate in the grand scheme of battle pets. This is because it's used in quite a lot of battle pet actual things, like battle pet fights, I guess. But so that means that the Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling actually sells quite well. That being the case, let's get into the breakdown. Okay, so what you're going to be needing to actually craft this battle pet in particular is 64 ghost iron bars. This will mean that you will need 128 ghost iron ore in order to craft, and along with that 2 spirits of harmony. Now this is fairly easy to craft, and I recommend that you firm up your ghost iron ore in the obvious place, which is the Valley of the Four Winds. And your Spirits of Harmony, I would recommend you farm up through the Heart of Fear, as the Heart of Fear is pretty decent for actually getting hold of a load of Spirits of Harmony rather fast. Now, I do reckon that you actually craft these in bulk, as you will run out of them quite fast if you are actually on a highly populated server with a high sell rate. So double check your tooltips when it comes to TSM4, as all you have to do is just hover over the actual icon of the battle pet, and it will tell you how much the sell rate actually is for this battle pet. Now I would craft it in bulk, so I usually craft everything in 4s, so I actually wrote down how much I would need to craft 4. Now what you would need for this is you would need 256 ghost iron bars, which is 512 ghost iron ore. You can do this in about an hour's farm in the Valley of the Four Winds if you're really lucky. If you're really lucky with your drop chances and your nodes. Other than that, it will take you just over a little bit of an hour to actually farm up this much ghost iron ore, but I reckon you could actually do it in the hour. Now with Spirits of Harmony, all you would really need to do is just run Heart of Fear once, and run a session of it once, and then you would be able to have enough Spirits of Harmony to craft this many, as you only need 8 of these Spirits of Harmony to craft 4. Now obviously there is upsides to crafting in bulk, as you can post them all on the auction house at once. I advise against this, as I usually only post 2 of each battle pet that I craft on the auction house. This is to make sure that if I do get a sale of 1 battle pet, I've still got 1 on the auction house, just in case another sale comes along, because we don't want to miss out on all of these sales, and I really want to make that gold. Other than that, it is relatively cost effective to actually just buy the ghost iron ore sometimes, so I would recommend that you actually double check your TSM crafting add-on, as it would save you a lot more time than going out and farming this. I usually do this quite a lot, and I usually make around about 4 Mechanical Pandarian Dragonlings nearly every week. This is because the Pandarian Dragonling sells quite well in my realm, and I find that the more higher populated server I have, the more sales I'll get of this battle pet. Now I would recommend that if you're in a lower pop server, craft a bulk load of these still, but only post 1 at a time, as they will take a bit more to sell. Other than that, I would recommend that you use your cancel scans in order to actually gain those sales and stay on top of this. The battle pets in question are relatively inexpensive to actually craft, but most people are actually quite lazy and don't want to craft them. So by capitalising on this little lazy method, you can actually craft a lot of gold in a very short amount of time and be able to make that back with interest. The Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling roughly varies in price from server to server, but at this moment in time it is selling for an EU average of around about 4,800 gold, or the mean for the US realms, which is roughly around about 5,000 gold. This is really good in the grand scheme of ghost iron ore, as at this moment in time on an EU and US mean average, you can craft these with a decent amount of profit. When I mean a decent amount of profit, you're looking at around about 4,000 gold profit, give or take a few bits. Now, I would recommend that you actually double check the auction houses, because this pet actually does fluctuate in price somewhat quite rapidly while looking at the graphs for the Undermine journal, and that being the case, I would ask you to double check this before you actually craft, as you don't want to be wasting your time when you could be doing something else to actually farm up a load more gold. But that being the case, guys, what do you think on the mechanical Pandarian Dragonling? Do you sell them already, and what methods do you take in order to craft them? Other than that, guys, I wish you all the best, and I shall see you in the next video. Now, I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more like this, please feel free to give this video a like. And as always, have an awesome day, guys.
Yeah.